Do you want to hear something kind of crazy? I mean, I thought it was kind of crazy. If Kamala Harris is elected president here in 2024, she will be only the second United States president born in the state of California. That just struck me as really hard to imagine. I would have thought many more presidents were born in California. So far, the only president to be born in California is Richard M. Nixon. Now, sure, Ronald Reagan was governor of California, but he was actually born in Illinois. Of course, Abraham Lincoln spent his early life and adulthood in Illinois, but he was actually born in Kentucky. Anyway, thoughts like this led me down a rabbit hole. And to my surprise, I discovered that over half of the states have never had a president born within their borders. Here's a map that shows the 29 states that have never produced a president. And 3 of these 29 belong to the original 13 colonies. Maryland, Rhode Island, and Delaware, none of them have produced a president. Now, most of the states that have failed to produce a president are out west. In fact, the very first president who was born west of the Mississippi was Herbert Hoover, who was born in 1874 in West Branch, Iowa. Hoover is the only president to have been born in Iowa. Like Iowa, 10 other states have given us only one president. As I said, Illinois and California, they're in that group. Also, we've got New Hampshire, Kentucky, New Jersey, Missouri, Nebraska, Georgia, Arkansas, Connecticut, and Hawaii. Another very strange fact, in my opinion, is that Vermont, tiny, tiny, tiny little Vermont, has produced as many presidents as Texas and Pennsylvania. Vermont, Texas, and Pennsylvania have each produced 2 presidents. Vermont has given us Chester Arthur and Calvin Coolidge. Ike and LBJ were born in Texas. James Buchanan and Joe Biden were born in Pennsylvania. Now, North Carolina is unique because North Carolina and South Carolina claim to be the birthplace of Andrew Jackson. Jackson was born in 1767 in some colonial settlement. But that settlement straddled both North and South Carolina, so nobody knows which state he was born in exactly. But 2 other presidents were definitely born in North Carolina, Andrew Johnson and James K. Polk. Now, 4 states have produced over half of our presidents. In fact, 24 presidents have come from Massachusetts, New York, Ohio, and Virginia. Among these heavy hitters, Massachusetts comes in 4th place, and it has produced 4 presidents. Those being John Adams, John Quincy Adams, JFK, and George H.W. Bush. New York has produced only 1 more president than Massachusetts. New York has given us 5 presidents. Those include Martin Van Buren, Millard Fillmore, Teddy Roosevelt, FDR, and Donald Trump. Now, 15 of our 46 presidents have come from both Ohio and Virginia. Ohio comes in 2nd place with 7 of our 46 presidents. And those 7 presidents are U.S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James Garfield, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, William Howard Taft, and Warren Harding. And Virginia sits at the top of this list, having given us 8 of our 46 presidents. And of course, it all begins with the first president, George Washington. He was a Virginian. Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, James Monroe, William Henry Harrison, John Tyler, Zachary Taylor, and finally, Woodrow Wilson. I don't know. I find this kind of stuff interesting. It has 0 relevance to anything but history, I guess. Now, if you stuck with me this long, you must be interested in this kind of stuff as well. Thanks.